Good evening, guys. Good evening to you. I hope you're all well. I hope your families are well. An impromptu video, guys, just to have a little chat. My boys having a training session, so I thought I'll spend a little bit of time with you guys having a little chat about Spurs. Massive game coming up, as we know, in a couple of days' time. We'll get into that as we get closer to the game. But reports out online, you can have a look, about Kulusevski, and former Spurs Man United scout Mick Brown has said that Kulusevski could be leaving this summer, with a lot of teams, two in particular, Napoli and AC Milan, very keen on signing him this summer. Kulusevski's probably been, in all honesty, one of very few players that has had not a great season, but a relatively decent season, given the season that we as a club and as a team have had. But guys, this is going to be the case for a lot of our players, especially our better players. Of course, Napoli can see why, because Conte, former Juve, they're likely to link up there. The AC Milan one, I can only see that being a potential if Paratici indeed is given a green light to join them as a sporting director. I could see the link between there, but it's too early to say for that. It's too early to say even at this point of the season. But we have to get used to one thing. If Europa League if we don't end up winning that particular cup, it leaves us completely out of Europe. When you're not playing in the European football, the better players want to be playing in Europe, whether it's Champions League or Europa League. They want to be playing a competition during the week. So it's going to be the case for a lot of our so-called better players. Romero, I mean, how many times he's been linked with a move abroad, particularly in Spain. Bentancur, we've been hearing about, Kulusevski, and look, the list can go on. I can see Van der Ven, Vicario being linked. I'm not saying they're going to leave, guys, but they're going to be linked, and why wouldn't they be? So we're going to have this situation where our players could be tempted. Of course, you'd have to have something solid in place for next season if we're going to at least convince our players to say, do you know what, we might not have Europe next season, but we're going to have a change. For example, I'm giving an example, guys, a change of manager with new ideas, an exciting manager who wants to bring Spurs back up and they'll certainly be playing in Europe for the following season. But that requires a change of strategy within our club. We've spoken numerous amount of times about our owners. There's no point in going into that one again. But there has to be something exciting happening at Spurs to get us back into the European players, so to attract better players, to want to keep our best players. Without that, and without Europe, and without a sense of direction, what the plan is at the end of this season for the following season, what will be the reason why a lot of these players would want to stay? What kind of players can we possibly attract to replace those players? So it would be even harder. The damage caused for not even, for what's happened this season, for this shambolic season that we've had. The damage, I'm not talking financial damage, because we're a stable club. We've said this many times, we're not a poor club. But if we don't do something in terms of give this team, give the direction to them, a new manager, exciting manager who's a dynamic manager, who's got footballing ideas, who can attract players. He has to have pulling power as well. We have to have a sporting director that has pulling power. Lange guy, he hasn't got anything, in my opinion. What pulling power has he had? That can attract players. We have to pay those players, because if the players are going to join our team, they have to have something about you. You have to either pay them good wages, you have to attract them, saying that it's going to be a year without European football, but the following season we're going to go We're gonna do a big, exciting thing, a project that will excite everyone at the place. Because let's be honest, and I've spoken to many, not just the Tottenham away boys. I've spoken to many that were there on at the game on Sunday. The atmosphere was dead. There's nothing to play for. It was an end of season game. That's what it felt like to many. So something has to happen. Otherwise, we're going to have situations like the likes of, you know, the rumours of Kulusevski that could be leaving, and there'll be following max exodus will be happening if we don't really put something exciting in place that can re-galvanise the place. Because at the moment, beyond this season, I see a lot of problems ahead, and it's very hard to be optimistic at this point in time, given the signs or the non-signs that currently our club is given, which is why we have such things that we've had in our second time with the protests, with the change for Spurs, and that, I think that would just continue. The unhappiness amongst the fan base would just continue to grow, and it would continue to have more and more protests until a change happens at Spurs. Let me know your thoughts, guys, of my thinking as I'm out here. It's a lovely evening, very cold. When the sun goes down, my God, it don't half get cold. I just wanted to share my thinking with you, and see where you're at. I just wanted to do that, you know, video, nice and calm video, just sharing my thoughts and see where you guys are at with it. Because honestly, where do you see us right now, this moment in time, sitting where you are right now watching this video? Where do you see us going this summer, for the following season, for the following next 3 seasons, with the knowledge that you have right here, right now, as a fan in the Tottenham Hotspur world? Your thoughts in the comments below. Like, comment and subscribe to the channel as always. Forever always, come on you Spurs.